I'm going to save some of you a lot of time and thousands of dollars. My name is Louis Eisen, and I'm the founder of Perfect Policies. And I'm seeing a lot of policy whack-a-mole these days. You know whack-a-mole, the game where you stand with the hammer ready to hit anything that pops up through the holes? Well, policy whack-a-mole is a very similar thing. It's a game played by offices, corporations, and government, where the executives sit around and just wait for things to change and say, well, I need a policy. They hit it with the, oh, there's a new app, I need to hit it with the policy. The law has changed. Oh, somebody had a security breach, policy. Okay? It's a bit of a problem, and it's happening a lot these days in Canada and a number of the states because of the recent change in the cannabis laws. Where cannabis has now become illegal, and we have people walking around going, oh my God, pot is legal, we need a policy. We are going to be in such trouble if we don't have a policy. Next week, our entire workforce is going to show up stoned out of their minds. And if we don't have a policy, we're not going to be able to do a thing about it. They're going to break the equipment, they're going to ruin our reputation, we're going to have all kinds of liability issues, and they're probably going to eat all the munchies in the vending machines. They're panicking. Okay, so time out here. We need to be level-headed about this. And I say we need to be level-headed because I just saw a national organization pay 6 digits to a firm to write them a cannabis policy that they did not need. Waste of time and money. Do you need a cannabis policy? I mean, we create policies out of an abundance of caution. We want to head things off before they happen. That's fair enough. Now, do you need one? If your policies are in order, the answer is no. You will already have rules around how employees behave. You will have procedures. You will have rules on roles and responsibilities. You'll have rules around discipline and punishment. 2 facts are pertinent here. The first is that some substances are illegal. Let's call those List A substances. Okay, those include things like heroin, certain weapons, contraband. You don't get to decide what's on that list. Somebody else decides that. All you can do is decide what you're going to do if you find employees using or involved with one of these substances. The second fact is that some substances are legal but intoxicating. Let's call those List B substances. That's things like alcohol, prescription drugs, certain non-prescription drugs like antihistamine and sleeping pills. You don't get to decide what's on that list either. Science decides that list. All you can do is make rules around what happens when employees showed up unable to do their jobs because of one of the substances on that list. Now, all that's happened in Canada and in these states, the change of law, for better or for worse, cannabis has moved from List A, the list of illegal substances, to List B, the list of legal but intoxicating substances. That's all. And if your policies are in order, you don't have to do a thing. You don't even have to blink. It's all handled for you. Now, you may have gaps in your policies. So you may need to fill in gaps around the rules around List A. The rules around List B, maybe you need to work on some procedures and roles and responsibilities. That's fine. You can fill in those gaps as you need to. And if your policies aren't what I call perfect policies, that is, inside a policy framework, clear, succinct, and respectful, you may have some work to do in that regard as well. But don't panic. Now, if you have no policies in your company about employee behavior, yeah, okay, you have a serious problem. You have my permission to panic. And you can start panicking right now, or at the end of the video. This kind of reminds me of what happened when Facebook came out. People are using Facebook, and they'll say, oh my God, we need a Facebook policy. We need a Facebook policy. And then they find people are using Twitter. And they go, oh, well, we need a Twitter policy. And I need a Snapchat policy. I need an Instagram policy. That's policy whack-a-mole. And that game never ends. You don't want to be playing that. It may be that the change in the law is an opportune time for you to take stock of your policies and see what kind of state they're in. Now, if you don't know how to tell what kind of state they're in, I can help you with that. Okay, if you follow the link on the screen, I will send you a Policy Suite health diagnostic, free, with my compliments, and it will help you figure out whether or not your policy suite needs work. We're going to have a lot of changes coming up. Other substances will jump from one list to the other, and you don't want to have to be playing policy whack-a-mole every time that happens. So, my advice, put your hammer down. Upgrade any policies that you need to upgrade, but don't fixate on a cannabis policy. Save your time and money. Spend that time on money on showing your employees some love. Take them out to lunch, or at least buy them more munchies for the vending machines. Better yet, pick up my book, How to Write Rules That People Want to Follow. It will show you how to make all your policies perfect policies.